There are supernatural forces beyond our comprehension. They're roaming about in the supernatural experiences. You shall not, you better believe, otherwise, you better believe there are supernatural forces beyond our comprehension. They're so scary. Look at right behind me, there's a ghost right. There's supernatural forces, and they're like, hey, what's going on here? Hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm so scared of everything. Please, please, don't, you better put your trust, don't put your, realize that there's a supernatural forces beyond the comprehension. The supernatural forces are right there, they're above us, and you can see the supernatural spirits. You can see the sun and the moon. Those are the supernatural. You can't explain. Science can't explain the sun and the moon because they're supernatural spirits. In the medieval, the heavens are declaring the glory of God. God is a supernatural entities in the heavens. We can't see them, but there are supernatural forces beyond our comprehension. There's like that one guy over there. There's a spirit creature. Can't explain it. There's no evidence for the supernatural. But watch this video. Just have trust and faith in the super. Just trust in the Lord. The Spirit. He's a spirit. And he's an angel. Oh my God. There are so many spirit creatures and roaming around every single. We can't see it because we don't have the capacity to understand that there's a supernatural. We can't understand that there's a supernatural spirit because it's so scary. Our eyeballs would melt if we saw the creator. Our eardrums would explode if we heard God's voice or supernatural spirits in the heavens. It's so scary, the supernatural. The supernatural experiences is beyond comprehension, brothers and sisters. The other day, there's supernatural. I saw a spirit being float across the vapor. It looked like the fog, but it was a spirit. I just know it was a spirit creature. The spirit creature in the heavens was like, I was like, what tarnation is that? It's a spirit creature. There's no other explanation for it. It was the fog. I saw the fog, right? And I saw the fog. And I was driving my big Ford pickup truck with my Chevy or whatever it was, a tarnation. I tell you what. I was ready to shoot some squirrels, and I just saw the spirit creatures. And boy, I tell you what, there was a fog coming up, and the fog was coming up, and I was like, "What tarnation is that? That's scary. That's scary stuff." So there's no other way of explaining it. It was a spirit creature. I know it was. I saw the fog, and I saw the light, and I saw there was a big spirit creature. Oh my goodness, I'm scared. The supernatural exists. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you about a story that there's. Oh man, I tell you what. I tell you what, I had my cowboy hat on, and my cowboy hat is gone here, and I just tell you what, my cowboy hat flew off, and I was so scared. As soon as I put my cowboy hat on, I tell you what, it just flies off, and boy, I tell you what, it wasn't the wind, it was a supernatural spirit creature. That's right, a supernatural spirit creature did that. You hear this? Well, what tarnation is that? I'll tell you what, if you better believe it now that there's a supernatural. If you have any doubt of the supernatural, if you have any doubt there's supernatural spirit forces out there, I tell you what, watch this video. It'll make you a believer. It'll make you a believer in the supernatural, the Lord and the spirits. And there's Google. What's that number? Googleplex numbers. Oh, spirit creatures everywhere. They're right there. They're right there. They hear they there. I tell you what, they're over everywhere. Okay, this may be a little too much. Okay, if you wanna, but you get the point. You get the idea that this podcast is now a scary podcast. The spookiness of the supernatural. I tell you what. It will make you a believer. It will make you a believer in the supernatural because there's so much evidence for the supernatural. I mean, you see the stars in heaven. Those are spirit creatures roaming around up there in the sky. I tell you what, there's spirit creatures all over the spirit creatures and oh my goodness, you just have to have faith. If you don't believe, then I tell you what. There's spirit creatures up there in the heavens, and I know I repeat myself, but this is the scary stuff. This is the scary stuff. The supernatural exists. I tell you what, it's one of those things you gotta believe in the supernatural. But it's not too early. You can repent and have the Lord. I tell you what, the supernatural exists because oh boy, have you ever seen a movie? There's supernatural stuff on movies all the time, so it must be true. All right, thank you very much for watching the channel there. I tell you what, supernatural exists. I tell you what, the supernatural spirits. Yeah, I'm out in the woods here. Oh my God, I'm out in the woods here. What is that? If you're a skeptic of the supernatural, watch. Look at this. This is unbelievable. Oh, look at this. There's more evidence and more proof of the supernatural. Wow, there should be no skeptics anymore. Whoa, hey.